Hey there, I hope you are doing good out there. I've kind of had a rough week and a lot of stuff going on emotionally and with a son of mine, and I'm very stressed, and I wanted to do the 7 colors of the chakra. And I'm going to do 2 colors for each 7. So the first color is purple. That stands for spirit or a connectedness. And I'm going to use dioxazine purple and vivid violet. These are all DecoArt Americana paints. So I've got these put into the cups. That'll be for purple. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 2 colors in that family with white and black. And it's kind of like the concept of using just one color with white or black. It'll turn out pretty neat. I'm going to use 2 versions of the color, so there's a little bit of variation. So that's the purple. Then the blue tones represent intuition or having a perspective on life. And this is ultra blue deep and bright blue. So these are my 2 blues for the blue family. Then there's a teal turquoise color, and I've chosen Calypso blue and Indian turquoise for those colors. There's a green that represents heart and love, and I've chosen Kelly green and citron green. And there's the warm yellow that represents being empowered and the way that I am. And this is saffron yellow and cadmium yellow. Orange represents emotions, intimacy. This is Canyon orange and bright orange. And then last is red, which is earth. Represents the earth and being grounded and being present. This is Santa red and watermelon slice. So those are 14 colors. I've put them into the cups, and there's probably less than an ounce in each cup. So there's my purple. Here's my blues. Here's my turquoise teal color. Then the green, the yellows, the oranges, and the reds. So my formula that I have always been using lately is 1:1. 1 part paint to 1 part Floetrol, latex based. So I'm going to speed up the video while I'm doing the mixing process, but I wanted you to see in the cups, and I've got these little maybe 3 or 4 ounce bathroom cups, and I've got probably about an ounce of paint, less than half of the bottle of DecoArt. And typically you do not have to add water to the bottles because they're kind of fluid already. So I don't foresee adding water to these, but I do have a bottle of water, H2O, and it's on hand if I need it. But you will see me adding the Floetrol to all my colors and checking for the consistency. And I'm not going to put silicone in the paint. I'm going to put it in my dirty pours in a separate cup in between layers, instead of putting the silicone into the colors. I wanted to try something different and see if it produces larger cells or what happens. So I'm not going to talk during the rest of this mixing up process, which will be a bottle here that I have full of Floetrol, and I'm going to add it to all my colors. Okay, so I've got my 7 colors from the Chakra, and I'm ready to mix, and I'm ready to do my dirty pours. I've got 7 canvases that are 12 by 12 inches. This is my silicone, which is treadmill lubricant, and I will be using it in the dirty pour. I do not have it in my colors this time, which typically I do, but not this time. I have black in a squeeze bottle. This is strictly black, lamp black with Floetrol, 50/50. And I have white, the titanium white, strictly 50/50 with Floetrol. And water. I put water in these because they're thicker. And I've got a big bottle of water off to the side, of white off to the side if I need it for more white, because I will definitely use more white and less black. But I'm going to put white in all of these color combinations and a touch of black. So I've got my treadmill lubricant, and I'm going to do 7 dirty pours on 7 canvases. So I may not talk, and you can just watch. I may speed it up a little bit, but I'm going to do the 7 different colors. And I'm going to be pouring the colors into the cup and putting the silicone in between colors here and there. Okay? So here I go. We're starting with purple. All my canvases will have push pins on the corners so that when you put them on the table, you can get your fingers underneath the canvas if you need to pick it up or tilt it or whatever without it making a mess on your table. Also, this will catch my drips, and I just wanted to show you this. This is just a disposable full pan. And the paint literally peels out of the pan after it's dried well. And you can continually use this pan over and over and over. And this is a pretty good sized pan. It's bigger than my 12-inch canvas. So it will be catching my paint drips. So I'm starting with the first color. This will be the purples. So I'm just going to say right now, as I go through these canvases and the different colors, I did not put silicone in the colors. I put it in my dirty pour cup a few times between layers of color. And look at all the cells. And they're pretty good sized. So I like that. I've always kind of wanted bigger cells. Okay, so there's the purple. The vivid violet kind of looks pinkish, but it's still pretty. And I see now that I need to use less black in the next ones. But there's the first one. The second color is blue, which represents your intuition or your perspective about life. So there's the blue. I like that a lot. I like this portion of it even more than that portion. And I use very little black, so you don't see a lot of black peeking through. I'm gonna see if I can stretch out this other blue just a little bit. So you can always go over an area and swipe it a little bit, and when you're using the same colors, you can't turn it into mud. That's the great part about it. So I put more of that blue I like there in that corner. So here's the blue one. I just realized that I used one of the blues and one of the turquoises. I switched up the colors. This is my turquoise, and this was my bright blue that was supposed to go with the other blue, so I screwed up there. So I'm going to put the bright blue out of the way and go back to this turquoise here. Sorry, Indian turquoise and Floetrol. So this is ultra deep blue. This is bright blue. Start with my white. There is the blue. Calypso blue, Indian turquoise. Santa red and watermelon slice. This is photo paper. So here's a piece of photo paper, and I can put it in a frame after it dries. I can paint something on top of it. I can use it for jewelry. It's got many purposes.